Hello, this is Sarfaz Niazi coming to you from Chicago. This is my COVID-19 vaccine update because there is so much to update. Now we have two RNA vaccines authorized under emergency use by the FDA. Both of them have similar properties, and there were a lot of questions asked both by public, the scientists, and the agencies. So I'll provide some of the answers to you today. The first question was, can these vaccines enter the brain and cause any damage in the brain? My answer is both of these vaccines are wrapped up in a lipid or a fat which is covalently charged. The covalent charges are required to cross the blood-brain barrier. So yes, these vaccines can enter the brain, but whether they will cause any damage or not is not certain. The reason is that the brain may not have the expression systems. It's more aligned towards the cytokine response. So I wouldn't worry too much about any vaccine getting into brain. Brain can be accessed through nasal route. So I'm hoping somebody will develop a medicine like an RNA medicine that is delivered through the nose. So it goes straight into brain, not only just for these infections, but also for many other neurologic disorders. Second question that I frequently get is, if both vaccines are made based on the surface protein of the virus, can we mix them? For example, you take first dose is Pfizer, the second dose is AstraZeneca. In theory, yes, you can, because they both will produce the antibody response. But we don't have any data to show what kind of responses they can be. Now, keep in mind that when body gets exposed to these proteins, it produces the whole bandwidth of antibodies, not just the one which is very specific to that protein. And that's the reason why it is difficult to develop immunity that can be overcome by any mutations. The well-known 69, 70 mutations are very common in the viruses, but I don't think this mutation will be any challenge for keeping the efficacy of the vaccines. If it happens, it will be a long, long time before we will need to redo. And if you have to redo, these RNA vaccines are so easy to modify. All you have to do is just simply change the structure of a synthetic chain of nucleotides, amino acids, and you're good to go. The main thing was to demonstrate that the formulation that you have, which is the liposomal formulation, is capable of entering the cells. There is also a lot of discussion in the media and even among my friends whether they should take the vaccine or not. Is it safe or not? And my suggestion to you is that you believe in it, that yes, it will work, and also tell your loved ones, because we need at least 60% of the population immunized before we can have a control over pandemic. So we need a cooperation from all of you, not only to protect yourself, but to protect others. Any of the hoaxes that you have about vaccines are not true. The mRNA particle is completely innocuous. It cannot have any pharmacology on its own. It's only when the body reacts to it that it produces the good antibody profile. With that, I want to wish you good health and stay positive in your mind but definitely not in your body.